Okay, so this is Unit 3, Relationships in Triangles. So we're starting off with triangle midsegments. So a triangle midsegment is a segment connecting the midpoints to two sides of the triangles. So our example right here, so here's our midpoints. D and E are midpoints of our triangle, and we know it's a midpoint because it cuts segment AB in half, and it cuts BC in half. So our midsegment would be DE. It's a segment, so make sure you draw your correct segment notation. So with our triangle midsegment, we have this theorem. It's called triangle midsegment theorem. So if a segment joins the midpoints of two sides of a triangle, then the segment is parallel to the third side and half as long. So what this means is that DE is parallel to AC. So we can use our notation for parallel lines. And then we also know that DE, we don't need this segment. For length, we don't need the notation. So DE is equal to half of AC. Or you can say that AC is equal to 2 of DE. So we have DE is equal to half of AC, or AC is equal to 2 of the DEs, if that makes sense. So we'll be using these two formulas a lot, so make sure you have them written down. So our examples here, in example number 1, so we want to identify all pairs of parallel segments. So we know we have a bunch of midsegments here. So let's start off with WY is going to be parallel to the side that's across from it. So we know it's parallel to QR. For our next one, we could do XW, and that's parallel to RS. And make sure you're saying the whole thing and using the endpoints, okay? For our second set of parallel lines, we have to do 2 arrows, and then for our third set, we're going to do 3 arrows. So 1, 2, 3 is going to be parallel to QS. So XY is parallel to QS. Oh, those look crazy. I'm going to change them really quick. A little bit better. Okay. Number 2, identify all pairs of parallel segments. So again, we're just getting our parallel segments. So JK is parallel to FH. Remember, this is our symbol for parallel. And then we have KL is parallel to GF. And our last one, JL, is parallel to GH. Okay, number 3, if L, M, and N are midpoints, so we know that these midpoints are breaking up our longer segments. Then we know PR is 46. So that's for the whole thing. PQ is 40. Again, for the whole thing. And LN is 17. So this is our formulas. Remember that this is equal to 2 of these. Or wait, backwards. This is equal to 2 of the small ones. So LM is equal to half of 46. So half of 46, which gives us 23. MN is equal to half of 40, which gives us 20. QR, so that's going to be equal to 2 of ln, so 2 times 17, which is 34. And QM is going to be equal to half of 34. So this whole thing is 34. We know that M being the midpoint means that we take half of the 34, which just gives us 17. And then what we notice here is that our mid-segment is equal to 1/2 of our segment on the other side. So these ends up being the same length. Number 4. So I'm going to go in and put all my pieces in. So we know that we have midpoints. So with midpoints, that means we have our segments cut in half. FG is 9, GH is 7, and CD is 24. So CE is going to be twice the mid-segment, so 2 times 7. It's going to give us 14. DE is going to be twice its mid-segment, so 2 times 9. It's going to give us 18. FH is going to be half of its segment on the opposite side, so take half of 24, which is 12. And then we want the perimeter. So we went and found all of these lengths. Remember, this one was 14. This one was 18. Perimeter is all the sides added up. So 24 plus 18 plus 14. Add those all up, we get 44. Okay, number 5. So now we have a couple equations solving. So we have 17x minus 18 is going to be equal to 2 times our mid-segment. So 17x minus 18 is equal to 14x. Minus 17x on both sides. Get all the x's on one side. So we have negative 18 is equal to negative 3x. Divide by negative 3. We get x is equal to 6. Negative divided by negative is going to give us a positive. Okay, number 6. So same thing going on here. We have 19x minus 36 is going to be equal to 2 times our mid-segment. Make sure you distribute to both terms. So we have 19x minus 36 equal to 12x plus 62. So minus 12x on both sides. So we get 7x minus 36 equal to 62. Now we're going to add 36 on both sides. So we get 7x equal to 98. Divide by 7. And we get x equal to 14. Okay, pause if I went too fast. If not, you can flip to the next page. We've got 2 more problems left. So DE, trying to find DE. So not just finding x, finding DE. So we know that 11x minus 25 is equal to 2 times 4x plus 1. Okay, distribute is our first thing. So 11x minus 25 is equal to 8x plus 2 minus 8x on both sides. So we get 3x minus 25 is equal to 2. Add 25 on both sides. So we get 3x is equal to 27. Divide by 3. We get x is equal to 9. But we're not done because we wanted DE. So DE is equal to 4 times 9 plus 1. So 4 times 9 is going to give us 36. So 36 plus 1. DE is 37. So this length ended up being 37. Okay, so just make sure you remember both parts. So finding x and then finding our DE. Okay, last one. So we're trying to find our t. So first we need to find x. So we know that 23x minus 6 is equal to 2 times our 15 minus 6, 15x minus 17. So 23x minus 6 is equal to 30x minus 34. So minus 23x from both sides. So we get negative 6 is equal to 7x minus 34. Add 34 to both sides. So we get 28 is equal to 7x divided by 7. X is equal to 4. But we wanted RT. So RT is equal to 23 times 4 minus 6. 23 times 4 gives us 92 minus 6. So RT is 86. So this length is 86. Okay, and that is it for our 3.1 notes.